U.S. Navy drill in Newport, Rhode Island that's all about reducing terrorist threats.
This port is under attack. A suicide diver is moving in with enough explosives to blow this aircraft carrier to pieces. Little does the bad guy know, he's being watched.
Just keep the camera on it.
By the U.S. Navy and their latest tool in the fight against terror.
We've got an underwater sonar alert. Let's go ahead and activate the E-Loud, please.
Luckily, this Navy squad is just running a drill today, and Daily Planet has exclusive access to film it all. They're testing a highly complex security system dubbed Integrated Swimmer Defense.
Integrated Swimmer Defense is a program that we're putting together to provide an end-to-end detect, classify, engage, and defeat capability to defeat threat swimmers prior to them achieving their mission of disrupting a high-value asset in a port environment. The threat is real. We have real-world experience of successful attacks.
The first exercise in today's drill is all about swift deployment, getting the system in place before the terrorists strike.
One of the unique aspects of this system is it is expeditionary, and for that means the system has to be lightweight and portable such that we can rapidly pack it up, ship it to a location where it needs to be deployed, set it up, deploy it for the time period of interest, pack it back up, and move it on to the next location.
An automated radar is the first line of defense. It constantly scans the horizon for incoming threats. If one's detected, an alert sounds, bringing Navy ops into the loop.
You got him thermal and visual?
They use these cameras to track the enemy at the surface.
And below the surface, we have an active sonar, which we use to send energy out into the water, receive the reflections of everything that's in that underwater environment, and we have some very sophisticated algorithms that process that information to determine if there is a diver or diver-like threat present. Certainly, marine mammals and humans are fairly similar when you're looking at them in the water, but typically the marine mammals have some unique characteristics to them. Certainly the motion, the patterns that they swim, which more than likely would distinguish them from a diver.
The Navy has already tested and approved the individual sensors in the system. Today's drill is about making sure all the equipment works well together.
We've got absolute confirmation in the cameras that we've got him.
There's always a situation where we could have an innocent person who drifted into the area by accident, and we certainly don't want to be engaging them with any lethal response. So the first thing that we do is we actually provide a warning capability.
This is the United States Navy. You have entered a restricted area. Please turn back.
This long-range acoustic device, LRAD, sends a narrow beam of sound towards the target. First, it's a warning device, but the squad can use it as a weapon, too. On the highest volume setting, it can cause permanent hearing damage, a tactic that should stop terrorists in their tracks.
Kevin, E-Loud's all set?
Underwater, they can command an E-Loud speaker to do the same thing.
And they're still inbound?
If it happens that they don't respond to that threat, we go to our next level of response, which is really geared more toward determining intent, and that's an air impulse device.
Let's go ahead and arm the air gun, please.
High pressure air creates a collapsible bubble that emanates out in the water, and what it does, it targets the air cavities in the diver and can provide a pretty good thump to them to dissuade them from continuing further. Some people have said it feels like getting hit with a baseball bat. If they are certainly innocent, they will certainly come to the surface when they get hit with the air gun. If not, we certainly know that they have threat intent, and we have to resort to some lethal means of stopping them to disable their mission.
This unmanned underwater vehicle is one of the weapons the Navy can use to obliterate an incoming threat. Unfortunately, terrorists are working on these types of vehicles too. So the Navy is upgrading the detection system to spot and conquer all underwater threats: mini-subs, swimmer delivery vehicles, and unmanned underwater vehicles.
What we provide is that capability, that awareness for something that you can't necessarily see with the eyeball, and making sure that you don't get caught by surprise.
Target appears to be turning away.
Today, the simulated attacker surrenders after being hit with the air gun.
Divers on the surface.
Oh, they put their hands up, even.
The drill is a success, proving that good guys have got what it takes to keep the bad guys away.